Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about freight claims and how to avoid them. Now I will be speaking from personal experience and I'll be attaching some photos right here, some videos and so on. Ready? Let's go! Getting a freight claim is not fun. The insurance goes up, the broker doesn't pay you for the load until that claim goes away, and so on and so forth. But I actually don't know the details because in our company we've never had a freight claim, even though we do only operate reefers in our company. And these babies are the most susceptible to claims. Watch, I will make this video and tomorrow we'll get a freight claim.
Murphy's Law, be right back. I'm gonna go perform some rituals for good luck.
Of course, we've had our share of rejections, damaged products, overages, shortages, and so on and so forth, but never at the fault of the driver. So how did we manage to avoid claims all this time? Number one, drive with care.
Well, this is a boring point, and let me point out the obvious. Everyone already knows this, Miss Know-It-All.
Agreed. Boring point, but worth mentioning. Swerving, hard braking, hard accelerations, all can move and shift the product in your trailer, so just don't do it. Now, I can feel those stink eyes I'm getting from some of you, so let me clarify. Of course, I understand that sometimes you can't avoid those things. You will be forced to swerve to the right to avoid a bigger issue. So that brings me to my next point. Number two, secure your freight. Okay, let me give you an example of a load we actually did. It was a load of apples going to West Virginia, and the receiver was located on top of a very steep hill. And the road leading up to it was very narrow and full of turns and curves. So to help you visualize, I am going to show you a video right now that I made on Google Maps to show you exactly that receiver and that hill and road. So look at this. This is the road right here that leads to this receiver. And yes, their name is Mountaineer Food Bank. That should give you a clue. But just to give you an idea, here we go. I'm just trying to show you how steep. So most trucks, what they were doing, they were using this as a runway to speed up, get up this hill, then make this turn, then this turn right here, and then get up the hill right here. Now, when our truck finally, after many attempts, made it up that hill to the receiver, the driver checks in and the receiver simply says, "Were you that truck that was stuck on that hill?"
Yes?
Well, just so you know, we are rejecting your load.
Say what? You didn't even open the trailer yet.
Well, we're guessing that all the apples are on the floor because of that hill, but let's open it and take a look. And surprise, surprise, not a single apple on the floor. The load looked beautiful. Mwah! How? Easy. Load locks. We were blessed to have an E-track in that trailer, so instead of securing that load with 2 load bars, as the broker suggested, we secured it with 2 load locks that attached to that E-track. Photo attached. Now, if this load was secured with load bars, as the broker suggested, the apples would be on the floor of the trailer and probably rolling down that hill. So my point is, secure well. Number 3, take photos of your cargo. So not many people do this, and this is crucial. What is our company policy? Take a photo of the loaded trailer with the load inside right after loading, before you close the doors, and take a photo of that same product when you open the doors right before unloading. Also, we take photos of the seal. This is your insurance.
You have a story for this, don't you?
Yep. Story time! About a year and a half ago, we came to the shipper to pick up a load, and this was a load of some type of unprocessed cheese. They loaded the product in the trailer, the driver took a photo, sent it to me, and I was in such shock that I had to call the broker in panic, and I'm attaching the photo right here. This load was loaded poorly, stuff was leaking all over the place, it was a mess. Now, after calling the broker and talking to the shipper, both of them said it was okay, so we were on our way to the receiver. The driver gets to the receiver, and guess what? The receiver tells him they are rejecting this load because, I mean, look at it. It's leaking everywhere. So there the driver is. The receiver's telling him we're rejecting it, and guess what the driver does? He pulls out the photo of the loaded product to show the receiver that this is the way this product was loaded. It's not that the driver did anything wrong. This is how they loaded the product. After looking at the photo, the receiver of course unloaded the whole thing, no claims, no issues, because guess what?
Not our fault.
Number 4, written communication. Now this relates to my last point. Photos are a great way to ensure you're behind in case something goes wrong. But there's another thing you should always do. Try to communicate your questions, any discrepancies, and any issues through email or text message so that you have a paper trail. Now, using the last load as an example, when I called the broker in panic about this load that was such a mess, I sent her photos and she told me over the phone that it's okay to transport. No issues will arise. Great! Can I get that in writing, please? Yes, she sent me that in writing as well. So if a claim were to arise, not only do we have photo proof that the product was loaded this way, I also have written proof from the broker that she said it's okay to transport it this way. The result? The issue is
not our problem.
And I have so many stories I could share with you about written communication. There are often discrepancies between what a broker says the load temperature should be and what the shipper says the load temperature should be. So what do? I always confirm with the broker in writing and make sure that if there is a discrepancy, the broker informs me what to keep the temperature at in email form so that later on, if there's a claim, I can show the email proof that it wasn't our fault. We did what we were asked to do. Number 5, seal intact. Okay, this is the last point I want to make. You get to the receiver, the product is unloaded, you're waiting for your paperwork, you get the bill of lading, and
what? Why was the case rejected?
And in the trailer, you find this. Now you have proof that the load didn't shift because you have those photos that you took of the load in the trailer. But who is to say that you didn't have a bad day, broke the seal of the trailer, walked in and took out all your anger on that poor box?
This is your fault, you useless piece of cargo.
Okay, I'm kidding, of course, but who is to say that you didn't break the seal, walk into that trailer, and cause this damage in some way? This is why when such a situation happens, you have to ask the receiver to write on the bill of lading, seal intact, meaning that the seal was not broken when you actually came to get unloaded. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope that you can use some of these tips or maybe all of them in your business. I'll see you in the next one.